All right, so my plan today, which I will repeat if anybody comes on, is to once again do what I did last Saturday and follow alongside another streamer named DandiDoesIt. She does a fitness program every Saturdays and Sundays now. I believe she's supposed to start any minute, so I'm a little bit early, but that's fine. If she ends up not coming on today, taking a day off, it's going to be a short stream because really I'm not really set up for anything else. Last week it was, what was it? It was like a warm up, then it was like an aerobic gut buster type program, then it was stretching, I believe. But since I'm here, I might as well foam roll. Spoiler alert, everything hurts. Oh, I just want to keep the window open just so I can see when she gets on. All right, so I will keep it like that. Oops. All right. Yesterday, had a really nice 2-hour chest workout. The day before that, I had a back workout, and I was able to do pull-ups comfortably for the first time since my pinched nerve in my neck. And what did I do to celebrate? I set a clock to see how many pull-ups I could do in 5 minutes. And I pulled out 65 pull-ups in 5 minutes. And I'm like, all right, so I didn't go all out in those 5 minutes. I still had some more to go. So I'm like, let's keep going. How many pull-ups? I wonder if I can do 100 pull-ups in 10. And so that's what I tried to do. My pull-ups were good until 65. 65 to 80, they were rough. And then 80 to 100, they were bad pull-ups. Not bad, but there were some bad pull-ups in there. And then yes, I wasn't actually able to finish the 100 pull-ups in 10 minutes. It took me just over 11 minutes. So 12 minutes to do 100 pull-ups after not having done pull-ups since right around Valentine's Day when I pinched the nerve in my neck. Oh. So right now I'm just waiting for another streamer to get on. I plan to follow her program. I thought it'd be something I could enjoy doing every Saturday. Right now, my legs feel like rocks, even from my workout on Wednesday. I did an hour and a half of squats, and then an hour of just hypertrophy, hitting everything. And I've been doing 10 minutes a day on the bike, so Thursday, Friday, and then this morning, just to get blood pumping through my legs and help them recover a little bit better. Oh. I still haven't been bench pressing, so yesterday when I did a 2-hour chest workout, it was primarily based around flies. I did some overhead pressing, I did some strictly shoulder and tricep, but I hit my chest from all angles. All right. I don't think she's on yet. Nope. The time is supposed to be 12:30 Pacific, which is 2:30 my time. But last time she started about 15 minutes late, so I figure I don't mind just sitting here warming up for 15 minutes because this is stuff I've been doing anyways. And if this workout doesn't pan out, I'm intending to, I don't know what I'm gonna work out today, because today is almost supposed to be my day off, right? So today it's not a complete off day, but it's gonna be an easy day. But I want to do something, and I'll probably end up doing something more core dominant, like wood choppers, dumbbell, dumbbell pullovers. I don't know, something with twisting, something with stabilization. I'm not sure. I'm hoping this works out, but either way, it's going to be a nice, easy Saturday. Hope you guys are all having a good Saturday as well. It's actually nice and cold in here right now. It's not normally this cold, but it's pretty chilly outside. And I got the air circulating really well, and I had it circulating for quite a while before I started. Once I start moving, I know it's going to get warm really quickly. Let's throw this guy out because I wanted to fold over it. Oh. You doing yet? I don't know. Expand that. No. Oh well. I'll give it another 10, 15 minutes. And what should I do in the meantime? I can do some squats. From what I remember, her workout was a lot of squatting. So, I know what I got. I got this thing right here. Let's. Okay, softly. My chest is tender right now. Here, come on, you. Oh. My chest is tender. I keep the tab where I can see it. Yeah, this isn't a normal time that I stream, so I don't expect a lot of my regular viewers to be on. Super Smash Homes, how's it going? Normally this would be a lot more soothing, but I absolutely wrecked my chest last night. 2-hour chest workout. Back in February, I pinched a nerve in my neck. I was doing bench. I was doing, I think, 275. It might have only been 225. I can't remember, but I did a set near failure, so I did at least 8, and then I went to go re-rack it, and some young guy comes walking across the gym, and first there was no reason to be there. our gym was designed by an interior decorator who, in the pre-pandemic days, was very like was designed by somebody who's never been to a gym before. But now it's great for COVID because everything is spaced apart, so there's no reason for him to be there. But he walked in there and he whacked the bar as I was re-racking it on my left side. So my right side got there, my left side didn't, and I didn't have enough gas to take the push. So instead, I extended to get it back on and put a lot of pressure on my neck. So yesterday I couldn't do bench, so I based it around flies and hit my chest from every angle I could get to. Yeah, I've been doing everything the physiotherapist has been recommending to me religiously. It feels weird to talk when this thing is on you. It almost like tickles your throat because it vibrates. Yeah, see this side already, I spent a few minutes here. This side is feeling a lot better now. So now it's feeling smooth and soothing. How are you doing this fine Saturday? It does. Oh, there we go. I felt it let go. But my chest is tender to touch after a good workout. Glad to hear. Right now, my plan is there's a streamer. Her name is DandiDoesIt. She does contemporary dance and probably has the most unique stream on Twitch. And before I started streaming, I was a viewer of her channel, and watching her made me think that I could do this too. And then as of recently, she got into the fitness and health category where she invites people to follow along, and it's largely an aerobic workout. I did this a lot. I followed along last Saturday as well. Croswell, how's it going? 0x90. I think that's supposed to be a picture or something. How's it going? Everything is a little bit tender on me today. Today, I'm more or less taking it easy, but an aerobic workout doesn't normally take much out of me, right? I can move my body fine. It's all the muscles are tender. I do. I enjoy it. It's you got to be consistent, and right now I am doing a hybrid between bodybuilding and strength training. Just trying to get as strong as I can. I'm actually, like right now, I'm 190 pounds. I'm going to get off this ball. But 190 pounds, no, sorry. Beginning of this year, I was 190 pounds. Now I'm over 200, but I'm also not as lean as I was before. I got a little bit more pudge down there. But before I started streaming in 2021, I went from 230 to 180 pounds over a couple of months. And so the whole reason I started streaming is because I was in lockdown, I lost motivation, and the hardest part was just showing up. I knew if I showed up, I'd be able to keep myself accountable. But the big thing is I was not enjoying my home workouts. It would get hot. It was just, for me, the gym was as much a social aspect of my life as anything else. And so my first month, my first 30 days of streaming, I logged 45 hours of workouts. And at the time, I had a much crappier internet connection, so I lost quite a few hours. Cookies and Brie, hey, how's it going? I'm waiting for another streamer to get on right now because I want to follow alongside her aerobic workout. Lots of like kicks and stuff. I followed along last Saturday and had a bit of fun. There was some stuff I was good at, some stuff I wasn't, but nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I haven't been on the computer as much, so if you've been streaming, so Cookies and Brie is another streamer who I believe she's done well. You've done a bit of the Just Dance on your stream. I always enjoy anything to do with dance on Twitch. This guy here is bugging me. I'm just gonna get him out of the way. This may be a short stream if she doesn't get on, or if DandiDoesIt doesn't get on. My legs are doing good. Still getting stronger. I've gotten used to wearing the belt. I'm squatting over 365 pounds twice a week. So every Wednesdays and Sundays are my leg days. My chest and my back days, or if I'm having any miscellaneous days, when I'm there, I will put the energy into them in order to, I'll do my best. But it's really my leg days that I care about. Every leg day, I'm leaving the gym, coming home, and I'm walking in, put my coat on the door, and then just like crashing. I'm not even kidding. But what's funny is my legs, my quads, my hamstrings, my calves haven't been growing that much, but my ass has been growing. So like I'm like looking in the mirror, walking by, holy crap, look at that, and I just you can feel it. But my quads are getting a little bit more defined, as well as my hamstrings. It feels like the strength is coming before the size, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, ass almighty. I can't do a very good impression of Bruce Almighty, so I guess next thing I'm gonna do, I'll just roll up my feet. I hope she does end up streaming today. Last time I was sitting in front of my computer waiting until she got on, and then I loaded up my stream. This time I figured I'd start in advance because I wanted to foam roll. I wanted to get myself all limber before I started. So these lacrosse balls do not have any give to them. Like they have no give. But nothing goes better for the feet than one of these guys. You can find all the spots. Oh. And I started using these guys when I had there was a point where I was working out 6 days a week and dancing 4 days a week. And I got plantar fasciitis in both my feet. And that was excruciating. And without the lacrosse ball, that's when I started to, that's when I bought one of these guys. Without the lacrosse ball, I wouldn't have been able to walk. And a lot of the recommendations for if you have plantar fasciitis is to get a water bottle, fill it with water, put it in the freezer, turn it into ice, and then roll your foot over top of that frozen water bottle. But that's subpar compared to just using a lacrosse ball and then icing afterwards, right? So get your ice, but get your lacrosse ball and just do one, then the other. The bottle does not get in as effectively as a lacrosse ball. All right, so I might have to start doing something here. It's been 20 minutes and nothing's really happened. Yeah, plantar fasciitis. If someone tells you they got plantar fasciitis, they should have your sympathy. It's not like they might be sitting there and just and they just tell you it and you're just like, oh, okay, that's so sort of hear that and then you move on. But they're in pain. That's all right. So I'm gonna start stretching a little bit, even though I believe she's gonna start stretching at the end. But I'm here. Why not? Start with my neck. I gotta be careful stretching my neck because I had the pinched nerve in my neck, but ultimately it was actually a neck injury from the vertebrae at the bottom of my neck and the top of my back. Those two vertebrae actually got injured. Yeah, it's and one other thing I had is I got my X-rays taken, and my neck, like my spine from like my shoulders up, was ramrod straight, and that wasn't because of necessarily an injury. That's just because my muscles were squeezing tight and being like, help, help, what do we do? Hold on, help. And so I could feel that. So at the time, like I didn't care about my neck being tight and my neck, like my muscles being tight and my neck being straight. I could feel that. It hurt, but that was like didn't bother me. At the time, it was the nerve pain, which felt like something a lot worse. It felt like my muscle was about to rip off my bone. So I thought I torn a tendon or something. And as soon as I found out it was nerve pain, I'm like, oh, thank God. Like I can deal with that as long as I know that as soon as there's pain, if I move through it, I'm not going to injure myself. That's all I really cared about. Yeah, it feels weird being in the health and fitness category without really doing any exercising right now. Do head rolls. Shoulders. Yeah, I'm a lot bigger than I look like too. It's but even then, like for years, I was over 220 pounds always, and it took me 4 years to hit what I would consider my peak genetic potential, or damn near it. So I started training when I was 24 years old, trained until I was 28, and I was an absolute maniac. I would like I would attack every workout. I was doing my diet right, I was sleeping right, and I was just more driven, and I got the corresponding results. And then 28 is when I went to my 10th year high school reunion, and I was 145 pounds, 140 to 145 pounds my whole life. Let me see if I can show you my before picture right here. This might be the wrong picture. No, so this is me at 24. That's my ex. This is me, and then some friends. We were playing badminton that day. And now let me take away this picture. And I started, first I started lifting. Well, actually, first, the reason I started working out is because my last 6 months of university, I graduated at 24. And my last 6 months of university, I put on 20 pounds of belly fat. And I was skinny fat. I never had fat on me my whole life, and suddenly it just popped out. And I'm like, I don't want to be fat. My ex was nagging me a little bit about it, and she was harsh, but she spoke what she like. So she was always truthful with me. But I was like, okay. So I spoke with a nutritionist. I did a bunch of research, and I purged my diet. And I went for a walk for an hour a day. 3 to 4 weeks, I burnt off all 20 pounds of that fat. I was right back to where I was. And with all the research I'd done, the next step would be to start doing resistance training. And so I started off at home with a pair of dumbbells. And anything you can do with dumbbells, that's what I did. I want to check, see if she's on yet. No. And I might have to change the title of this stream soon. And so I became a twig with arms. So that was a funny look. And then I started going to the gym and experimenting with that. And once I was at the gym, my home workouts were never the same, right? Because it like exciting, new, novel, and then go home, and I'm just like, okay. But at the same time, I would work out of town a lot. Like I would go drive for like 10 hours, go stay in a hotel, and then work a week out of town, like running through bush and stuff. And I'd bring my dumbbells and a bunch of weights with me up to the hotels. And so I work out in the hotels just fine, but it was temporary. I'd come back, wait to come back to the gym, and I was so happy to do so. I'm going to stand up because I don't want to be on my knees too much. And so from there, I remember I saw somebody at the gym. He had a really nice V, and I'm like, I want that. So I started training my back hard for 2 to 3 times a week, and in like a month and a half, 2 months, I had a nice V. Like even now, I'm not as big as I have been in the past. But then, so from there, I had that, and then I remember I was sitting at Dairy Queen with somebody having the Dairy Queen burger is my favorite fast food burger of all time. I might not have fast food very often anymore, but still my hands down guilty pleasure. And I was sitting at Dairy Queen, and I watched a guy walking by the street, and he had massive triceps. So I'm like, I want that. So I started training my triceps at the end of every workout, put in a ton of volume, got a lot of size. And even now, my triceps aren't as large, but what I have now is a lot of carryover from the work that I've already done. Yeah, and I don't know how to flex my back properly. If I feel it, I squeeze it. I think this workout might not happen today, but I'll do something while I'm here. If she's not going to get here, I'll probably just do some squats. This used to be my workout room. I changed a little bit. I used to have a bike right here, so I would before I'd stretch or anything, I do a stretching stream. I jump on my bike, 10 minutes, just pump some blood to my body, warm up, and then come down and stretch. Now I have to stretch, or I had to bike this morning, but it's in the other room. I have it in front of my where I keep my computer, so I can watch movies and go on the bike at the same time. All right, so note to self: next time, I'll wait till she's online before I start streaming. Yeah, I don't really have much in here. I have a couple dumbbells. I've got the do-it-yourself dumbbells. In this room, I got the handles for 1, 2, 3, 4 setups, but I've only got 10, 20. So I got 4 10s, I got 4 5s, 4 2.5s, and 2 35s. All right, so I might just start stretching. You know, this is probably going to turn into a stretching stream. Let's do that. I hope. All right, so I'm going to keep this open for now. I'm going to switch to a different setup I have here so that you can hear the audio on my computer. Stretching view, cam 2. And let me find my video that I will follow along with. So there's 2 videos I've been using in 2008. So I was telling you my story about how I got up to my peak genetic fitness and then went to my 10th year high school reunion, blew everybody away because I'd put on so much weight. I went up to 225 pounds with an 8-pack, like better abs than I have now. But like I got 6 that you can see, and another 2 that are bare beneath fat. So plus these 2 that are down here take a lot more work to develop. And at the time, I would do my workout, and then every night I do 15 minutes of ab workouts, like crunches, and just contract the abs, and then I go shower, and then I dry off, go to bed. That was my ritual. So it was workout, protein shake, a little bit of rest, abs, shower, bed. And after doing abs every day for years, I got absolutely sick of it. I can't stand doing crunches anymore. It's like when you eat the same food every day and it just becomes bland, and you also want to gag when you do it. Now, if I want to train my abs, I got to do something that is entertaining or more difficult or just keeps me distracted in some way. But then right after my 10th year high school reunion, I caught an autoimmune disease. I actually had it about a month before my 10th year high school reunion, but I still trained up to my 10th year high school reunion. But then I made it, and then I absolutely crashed. And for about a year, I didn't know what was going on with me. I got diagnosed, I got cured, and at that time, I had lost a lot of muscle. So I started right from the ground up again, and there I went. And so from then, I went until 2018, until I herniated my disc and tore my glute. And then I couldn't train my legs for 2 years, and I became an upside down bottle. And my legs have never recovered since. But I'm working on it. So right now my legs are thick, but they're not shaped the way my legs are thick. They're strong, but they're not as shapely as I'd like. I don't know if you can see my legs, but my legs are more just like. All right, so like I said, I'm going to check the stream one more time. No, she's not streaming. I am going to pull up a video for stretching too. Go to my fitness thing, stretching, and then I'm going to follow along beside.
Hey everyone, it's Nico.
Yeah, I guess it's comparison is the thief to joy. So even myself, when I look at myself, it's hard not to see how small I am compared to how big I used to be. And so I'm constantly chasing the 24-year-old man that I used to be. But I think I've got to come to the acceptance that I may never lift 575 pounds again. Like even now, I'm lifting heavy weights, but it doesn't feel as easy as it used to be, right? So like 365 pounds on my back doing squats, like I'm going down and it feels like a lot of weight. Before I just come down and then I come up. I'm still able to do it, but it just feels a lot heavier than I remember it to be. So I'm going to follow along beside Nico here, just a generic YouTube video.
I'm going to be taking you through a complete beginner's flexibility routine. If you're someone who feels that flexibility is one of your weakest suits, this video is for you.
I believe you guys should be able to hear her.
So we're going to start standing on the mat, and
All
I'm
right.
going to bring my right arm up and just place it over the other side of my head and just let gravity pull me down. This is something that you always want to keep in your mind while you're stretching, is to just let gravity do all of the work. You're not necessarily pushing yourself into anything because that could cause pain. Just letting your neck fall.
One thing about this video though, which annoys me, is she doesn't, like if she spends like 10 seconds on one side, she might only spend 8 on the next side.
Down on your neck, because that could hurt you. Just rest it there.
I'm a little bit anal retentive about, is that the right word? I don't know. But it bothers me, little things like that.
Every time you breathe, your muscles get more relaxed. just hang our head back.
After
Maybe shake it a little bit side to
after
side.
like the neck and shoulder stuff here, I'm gonna go change the stream towel.
And now we'll take one roll. And then to the other side. Then we'll roll our shoulders back. And forward. Back. And forward. Then I'll step my feet out to be a little bit more than hip width apart.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to change my stream title because I don't think I know. I think it's this button here. If I click this one, I'm gonna copy and paste the stream title for later. Let's call it Impromptu Stretching Stream. I can't spell stretching. I spelled it like retching. Update. There we go. Now I change the stream title, so now it'll be reflective of what I'm doing. And I will check in from time to time to see if DandiDoesIt comes back on.
And we'll plie or bend the knees to reach up and breathe. And then come back down. Reach up and breathe. I'm gonna do this a few times. And what we're doing here is really stretching out the whole body and letting it warm up, getting all of the muscles moving before we start stretching. And this is something that you should always, always do before you stretch. You don't want to just start pushing your body into something it's not ready for. If your muscles are warm, you're going to find that the flexibility comes much easier. Awesome job, guys. Great. So for this next stretch, I'm going to grab this stool behind me, but you can grab anything in your house that's about that height. A desk, a table, or a chair, anything will work. So if you need to grab that, go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to come and place my feet more than hip width apart. And then we're going to lean
My
forward.
feet are dirty. Actually, not my toenails. I've been,
This is just to make
for the
getting
last
into the
week,
stretch a lot easier.
I've been working,
You really
actually for the
want
last
to
2
make
weeks,
progress here
I've
and
been
make
working
sure
in
you're
an
not
excavation.
putting too much pressure on your hands, but it's there to keep it from being too painful. So let's hold
Where I've been covered in mud all day. Even my hands have been really dry, and the cold, I've actually split my lip in the center. So every time I smile or laugh, I re-split open my lip. It's really annoying.
You can to relax, because the more relaxed your muscles are, the more flexible they will be. And then I will come up, and we'll move it a little bit to the side, so that it makes a line with my leg, and then I'll come to the side. In this position, I want to make sure my hips are even and I'm not letting one be higher than the other. And again, I'm breathing. And then we'll come back up and move it to the other side. And you can also be moving your body instead of the stool or chair or whatever you're using. Remembering to breathe. And back up. And just one more time for good measure, we're going to come back to the center. So I'm going to come down on my elbows here to give myself a little bit of an extra stretch, but I only recommend doing this if you're able to keep your back flat while doing so. And by that I mean it's engaged, your shoulder blades are tucked down, pulling towards your lower back, and you aren't letting it arch up like this, just keeping it nice and
Yeah,
flat.
I can feel my hamstrings. My hamstrings are definitely getting bigger too.
And if you aren't able to do that here, then come back up onto your hands. And then we'll come back up to stand. So for this next stretch, we're going to be sitting on the ground. So I'm going to move this stool out of our way.
All right.
I'm going to sit back on the edge of my mat and extend my legs out to either side. Now in a full straddle stretch, your legs will be straight, but in our modified version, we'll have our legs bent here, lifting our knees up off of the ground. And from here, we'll just go as far forward as you can. Now, I encourage you to place your hands a foot, maybe 2 feet in front of your hips. And from here, you want to slowly try and straighten your legs, bringing your knees to touch the ground. So that's what you're fighting for, and you just want to hold. So straddle stretch is a great stretch to be able to see your own progress in. I encourage you to pay attention to the floor if you're stretching in the same place every day. So you'll start to see your hands move along, and it's really encouraging. So while you're pulling to get into these stretches a little bit deeper, you always want to make sure you're pulling from the right place. And the common thing to do is pull the top of your head down to try and pull yourself closer to the ground, but you actually want to pull your chest closer, and that's going to keep your back lifted and your shoulder blades pinched together like the flat back I was talking about earlier, so you're able to reach out and really go to the fullest extent of your stretch. So for now, make sure you're pulling your chest out.
I'm going to check in on
trying to get that pulled down.
DandiDoesIt stream every 10 minutes or so.
Okay, so now we're going to stretch each side. And in a normal straddle stretch, we could stay here and then fold over to each side. But to make it a bit easier, we bring our opposite leg in and then go over. So you want to grab onto your leg and pull your chest closer as you stretch. And you want to make sure you're keeping that back flat. You will be able to reach farther if you arch, but you're losing all of that nice stretch in the back of your leg, all through your hamstring if you do so. So fight for that flat back and try and get that chest to your knee. And now we'll go to the other side. So we'll switch, bring our other leg into our thigh, and then fold over. I'm pulling my chest to my knee, stretching out that hamstring. Trying to keep your back as flat as you can. And come back up and to the center. Let's do the middle stretch one more time. So we'll bend our knees and come forward. Maybe notice that you've made a little bit of an improvement, a centimeter or two. Each time you do it, you should feel a little bit more comfortable. And fight to lower your knees a little bit. Keeping that back flat. A few more seconds. Really lower down as far as you can. And come out of it. Amazing. So now we're going to bring our feet into the middle for a butterfly.
After the butterfly stretch, I will get up to check.
To sit and hold my ankles and push my knees down with my elbow. You should be feeling a nice stretch either in your groin or in your glutes, or maybe both, depending on where you need to be more flexible. And we're going to fold over, and in this stretch it's okay if you let your head go and you arch your back. It's one of the few. Really pulling yourself down. And now we're going to do the opposite and try and stretch out and keep that back as flat as we can. Pushing that chest out, really stretching out those hips. And come back up. So the next thing that we're going to do is going to be a pike stretch.
Right.
And I'm going to move sideways for this so you can see me better. So the key to doing this is having your hips all the way underneath your body and
all right, guys.
Straight behind you. If you're unable to sit up straight,
Dandi is starting.
Above your feet, and there are a couple different ways that you can do this. The easiest way, using only your body, is to actually come up onto one knee and extend the other one in front of you.
So 5 minutes.
You can start to lean forward. That'll make it a lot easier. You just have to make sure
Let's mute her stream.
On both sides. You can also be in a pike with either a low chair.
All right.
Or maybe a few.
So I'm going to pause that, woman. Let's see, it's back on. Since all I've been doing is folds, I just want to bend my back the other way. All right, so impromptu became, I don't know. Everything I'm thinking in my head right now is very lame, like in stop to. Not even qualifying as good dad jokes. All right, so I want to stretch my quads just because I got limited time now. I got about 5 minutes before she starts. So let's get my quad. Turn. Okay. I'm going to change my stream title again. It's been 45 minutes. Title, Haste, doing what Dandi does. Follow her if you want to tag along too. All right. How do you spell aerobic? Make sure I spell it right. Yeah, I know how to spell it. Okay. I will close that. Update this. I'll call it Aerobic Workout. Doing what Dandi does, it does. Follow her if you want to tag. All right. Update that. Update stream info, close that. And I am going to change my windows so that you don't hear her stream. Workout view this camera, okay. I'm brute. I've already gone through a significant portion of my water. So there's 2 minutes left. I'm going to be right back in the meantime. Be back in 30 seconds. Get rid of my ball of pain here. All right, I'm back. I brought some tasty, what is this? Cranberry twist. 10 calories per cup. Go for 250 milliliters. Don't want to have too much of that though, because it's a little bit thick. All right, so now I will unmute. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's make sure you can hear her. Okay, so right now I'm just checking my settings because I'm watching her stream, and I want to make sure that my computer filters out her sound. Pep, positivity, playfulness. So I'm gonna copy her link. I will post that several times throughout the next little bit. I should have filled up my water while I was out there. All right, so it doesn't look like it's picking up her sound, but she's not on screen yet, so. She has a lot of commands on her stream. I just hit exclamation point join, and now I am a black blob in her background, working on along beside her. Oh, I've already been here a while. It's been 50 minutes. I wish I had finished my video and then saw that she had started, because I would have been able to. Well, you know what? While she is, I'm just going to listen to her. In the meantime, I'm going to stretch out my hamstrings. And when it sounds like she's about to start, I will get up. That's the plan. Just because I feel like I should be doing something. All right, so now I'm gonna hit my calf more by flexing my toe down towards my face. Looks like she's having technical difficulties. Happens to the best of us. Right, so right now, I'm just finding some busy work for myself to do while I wait for another streamer's workout to start, and I'm going to follow along beside her because she does it in a way that it's set up to follow along. So if you're gonna, if you can follow along too if you like. Just do it off her stream, not mine. I'm going to be monkey seeing, monkey doing. Uh, so like I said, right now I'm just doing busy work before a little bit of workout that's going to have me jumping around, but I'm not really sure what it's gonna be until it starts. So, oh, I just popped my hip. Let's get you in here. This is stiffer than it normally is. Oh, I didn't go across myself yet. Okay. Let's check in on her stream for a bit. She's still figuring it out. I'm gonna run out of water. All right. quick stretch. Press those glutes. I think that's really the last thing I haven't hit yet. So workout hasn't started yet. Any minute now. There's just technical difficulties going down on the end of the person that I'm going to follow alongside. Her name is DandiDoesIt, does contemporary dance, has the most unique stream on Twitch. Lately, she's got herself into the health and fitness category, so I'm excited for that. Okay, let's check in. I'm listening to her stream right now. My computer should be filtering it out so you guys can't hear it. Maybe I'll want to do some twisting things right now. All right. Got a message. How does one change their color? I have a colorless avatar. All right, so let's minimize this. All right. She's getting ready, so will I. That's not on her stream. Don't, that's just me. Silly goose. All right, so this is probably too high. I got too much stuff in the way. Let's get that out of the way. I'm excited. We're about to start. It's very smooth music right now. Lift her up, even though that's what I've been doing for the last hour. So now we're breathing. Step one, breathing. The stream is a little small. All right, so it might be a little bit hard to see her from my end. Okay, so right now she's setting her timer to start the warm up. I'm excited. Let's go. So I'm quiet right now because I'm watching. Don't want to miss any of the exercise. My lats are sore. I should stretch those out. This is me on. Whoops. So 10 exercises, no break. Oh. All right, so I'm here. 10 exercises and a break. That's what she's. Let's get these out of the way so I don't step on them. Sorry about that. You got music now. Okay, so I'm gonna cop here. What's she doing? I got a chat here. What do I do? I'm an engineer by trade. Right now I'm following alongside another streamer called DandiDoesIt. So whatever she does, I'm going to follow along. I can't remember the last time I've done aerobic workouts. Anyways, I missed the name there. Capers. Werewolf, how's it going? I'm following here. I'll post the link of what I'm following right now. She's just started up. I'm excited to follow along beside her, even though this is just me doing my own thing. I missed what she said she was going to do. Okay, windmill. I don't have a lot of room right here. This reminds me of the Thriller. How are you doing, Werewolf? How are you doing, Caper? I don't really know what's coming next. Monkey see, monkey do. She's going. Oh, she's taking both arms down. Yeah, I could probably come in and read while I do this. You're both taking arms right now. Good man. So this is the warm up right now. She's got nice music playing, so toe touches now. Opposites. Okay, this way. The windmill. Windmill. Nah, that's too fast. Do you know a good way to get a really good arm pump? Hypertrophy. Train strict until you can't go strict anymore. And then there's a couple things you can do. You can do a drop set, or you could start using a little bit of momentum to help get a couple extra reps in. But the pump is all about hypertrophy. What's she doing? When she's stepping back. I want to lower this camera just a bit. And then also, if you can attack a little bit. I think she's She's going at an angle, right? It depends. Depends on the more reps. It depends on like you ask more reps. It depends how much weight you're lifting and how heavy that is to you. But it comes down to pushing yourself. Okay. What you doing? Up, crunch. Up, crunch, up, crunch, up, crunch, up. Ah, I'm messing it up. Crunch, crunch. This arm, crunch. This arm, crunch. This arm, crunch. Okay. But there are different things you can try to get a better pump. And it comes down to when you start counting the ones you get after it already starts to burn. Okay. So now she's this burns my quads a little bit. It could be more. So werewolf, it could be more reps. It could be increasing the weight, but it comes down to just push yourself a little bit harder. And then the stronger you get, the harder you can push yourself. But surefire away. Stay strict with your arms. And then once you're like, oh, I can't get up, I can't get like you literally have everything you got going. Okay, now start to swing of it, and you can get a little bit more of a pump that way. What's she doing? She's squatting, twisting, squatting, twisting, twisting. So we can slow it down. Squat, squeeze, squat, squeeze, squeeze. But drop sets will also get you a better pump, right? So go until you're near failure. Grab a lighter set of dumbbells, do some more. Grab a lighter set of dumbbells, and those lighter set of dumbbells are going to be hard. All right. What am I doing here? Bend to the knee and reach up. All right, so warm-up's finished. You also want to increase your bench strength. Your max is 205, you go 225, which is 2 plates. Progressive overload, right? And there's you can train like a power lifter, and the strength will come first, the size will come second. If all you care about is lifting the heavier weight, maybe go look down a power, like a powerlifting program. I'm sure if you're at 205 right now, you could probably get 225 tomorrow if you improve your technique. So there is technique to bench, and then even like powerlifting is So you get your technique down. You get like have a really strong technique that is second nature to you. That stay consistent, almost like have like a religious like ceremony every time you get up there, where you do the same thing every time, so your body's familiar with it. And then it's about recruiting more muscle fibers into the technique, getting more of the cross-sectional area of your muscles working, as opposed to building the total cross-sectional area of the muscles that are lifting. But progressive overload, technique is an easy thing to fix. Well, not an easy thing to fix, but it's something that you can do right now and see results. Any powerlifting program with progressive overload will increase your PRs. But you want to get better at bench press, you got to do more bench press. All right, so what are you doing? What's she doing? Oh, she confused me. There was somebody redeemed channel points or something on her stream. I was like, what's she doing? All right. I'm well over 200 pounds. Well, not well over 200 pounds now, but I'm closer to 205 pounds than I am at 200 right now. Echelon, how's it going? I am following alongside this streamer right here. She's doing an aerobic workout. I'm going to try to do this on Saturdays from now on at this time, depending on what time she does. Yeah. Jumping jacks. She just said she's going fast. I'm following along. Do chest twice a week. Well, 2 days a week can be fine, but you're going to have to push yourself harder each workout than if you're doing 3 days a week. And you know why, I think I know why both Dandi and I are doing at this speed, is because this is the speed of the music that she has playing. I can't help but follow along. Okay. 1, 2, 3, squat. 1, 2. So reverse left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, break time. Creatine helps you get a couple extra reps. Keeps more water retention in your muscles. And creatine works. When you stop taking it, you'll also lose those couple of reps. What you doing now? So now it's a sweat section of the workout. Split jumps. 1, 2, 3 squat, okay. 1, 2. I did the same leg twice. Sumo squat. Dandi, how's it going? Myself, I'm not trying to bulk up. Echelon, I'm not sure if you're talking to Werewolf there or myself, but I've been less focused on staying lean because I want to build leg muscle. And right now, I've got a little bit more definition on my legs, but they haven't really increased in size, but my ass has gotten a lot bigger since November. I've been doing 2-hour leg workouts every Wednesday and Sunday since November. Lifting, like, I'll make sure I squat at least 365 every Wednesday and Sunday. But what's she doing now? But one of those days will be more hypertrophy based, where I'll go down to like 225 and try to do sets of like 18. Ass to grass. I'm like 204 right now, and 204 pounds, 5'11", lunge backwards. I don't like where this camera is. Squat, leg back. Squat, leg back. I think my camera's starting to lag a bit. Okay, what's he doing? Down for knees. Push-ups on our knees. It's hot in here. Alternate hands. How much do I weigh? How tall are I? Yeah. Well, you're expected to grow until you're around 24, but height is largely genetics. It's just make sure you're getting all your nutrition. Oh, it's working here. Yeah, you're 17. You still have a few years, but I think it's more important to learn to love what you got. Easier said than done. Like myself, how much weight I can put on my frame is limited by how big my frame is. Right? So I see other guys at the gym who like, I knew if I had their genetics, I could just become a beast, but now it's core, she says. So we did warm up, sweating, and now it's going to be core. It varies, right? So you never know. You never know when you're going to stop growing. With women, it's younger. I knew a guy like a head shorter than me. And then last time I saw him, he was 20, still a head shorter than me. At 24, he's a head taller than me. So what are we doing? What's the next exercise? I think she's still on a break right now. Hydrating break. Yeah, I was the shortest person in my class out of all the guys and all the girls until the end of grade 9. Grade 9, over summer break, I was like a head shorter than everyone else, same height as my friend who grew later, and I basically spent the entire summer laying in bed playing video games. And I went back to school the next year, a couple months later, the next school year, and suddenly I'm looking people in the eyes. It was crazy. Oh, so she's leaving me behind here. Let's. I'm missing the core exercise here. Oh, lose my balance. What's next, Dandi? I got 90% of my growth at like 17, 16 to 17. And then I got a little bit more, but it was 95% of it right away. What are we doing? Back. plank, up. Oh wait, how should you do it? Just go step, step, up, and then what does she do? Does she go down first, or does she go back first? I missed it. Vitamin supplements, not really. As long as you aren't, as long as you're getting enough calories and you're not really nutrient deficient, you're going to grow to your full genetic potential. I would say. All right, so now we're doing this. I sort of lost track of what's going on right now. She likes to tap. What's she tapping? I don't get it. Oh, I know what's coming next. Right now, what's she doing? Forearm plank, okay. Onto our back. I'm listening. It's hot in here. I had it so cold in here before I started. I was borderline freezing. Almond milk or cow milk better for growth? Neither are necessary. Unfortunately, you can do, like, if you're trying to, if you do a lot of stuff that is healthier with the goal to becoming taller, you may or may not become taller. And even then, even if you don't become taller, you're going to get some benefits, lifelong benefits during the process of trying. All right, so DandiDoesIt's finishing up. I want to thank her for the workout. Well, guys, I think that's it for me. Werewolf, if you want to talk with stuff, you can always PM me. My advice is free. But I have been here a while. I got to carry on with my day. So thank you, everybody who came out. And have a good day. Bye, everybody.